Hello, friends. Have you ever been a volunteer? Or maybe you had volunteers help you in the past? You have to agree, the kindness of such people and their willingness to help is very inspiring. So, today I want to share one such story with you. One widow faced getting daily fines because her relatives used her house to take out trash and waste. There was a lot of rotting and rusty rubbish in her yard because the garbage was thrown there for over a year, and the yard looked like a city dump. Other members of the grandmother's family refused to help her clean up the trash. The old woman's neighbors were tired of all this stench and disorder and complained to the city authorities, who quickly took action. The widow was threatened with over $2,000 in fines for every day that the awful mess didn't get cleaned up. The woman's name was Agnes Maples. At the venerable age of 90, she was in desperate need of help. The dump in her yard wasn't her only problem. The old woman's house began to collapse, which made her life very difficult. Agnes had no air conditioning, and the roof needed major repairs. Moreover, animals regularly wandered in the woman's house. All this was clearly very bad, especially for a woman of her age and with health problems too. Agnes was in poor shape physically. She could hardly walk. Cooking and cleaning, as well as dressing, was a real challenge for her. It was absolutely impossible for her to remove the rubbish on her own. Since her husband passed away, there was no one in the old woman's life who could help her because the rest of her relatives only brushed her aside. Agnes knew she needed to do something about the situation. She contacted Operation Blessing, a charity where people of faith help others by demonstrating God's love and compassion. They don't just work in the United States, but throughout the world. The mission of the organization is to provide assistance to the hungry, disaster relief, medical assistance and healthcare, community development, care for orphans and children in difficult life situations, and much more. Selflessly working for the benefit of humanity, the members of this organization strive to provide physical assistance to any person who needs it. As soon as the people from Operation Blessing became aware of Agnes's situation, they immediately took action. They destroyed the old trailer and demolished the barn, which posed a serious threat. This was the only job they agreed to do. But then a miracle happened. Agnes found that many more volunteers were willing to help. Agnes didn't ask for their help and didn't expect them to show up at her house. It looked like the people from Operation Blessing turned to volunteers for more help. These volunteers didn't just help clean up the trash in the woman's yard. They also made a new path to her backyard, arranged some flower beds in the garden, removed all debris, and even repaired the roof. Now, Agnes is proud of her property and never fails to praise the volunteers who helped her so much. The old woman thinks of them as her little angels and promises that she will never forget them. Volunteers from this organization did more than they were asked. They performed a small miracle to brighten up the life of a lonely old woman who previously had to face countless problems every single day.